All right. She said, you know, that is what I'm talking about. My train headed to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, so I can get on the, wait, I'm on the Philadelphia. Why am I getting off it? I think I'm getting on a bus. Getting on a bus to go to New Jersey, to Atlantic City, or like a shuttle or something, you know what I mean? I'm in business class. I'm riding on the Zella, the Cella, ACL. And I'm off to see the Wizard, the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The train was down there. And now I am in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Skyscrapers. We got Counsel brick house up in this thing. We getting on the bus. A charter bus. Not no school bus. Not no short bus. Give us that charter bus. Oh, everybody waiting on me? Yeah. Hi. Can you wave to the camera? Wave. This is my YouTube channel, so. Yeah. Wow, this is not a real sky. The sky is not real. You make me sick. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, okay, all right. 2, 3.
Out and in. It's a boom. I wonder how that looks. It's gonna look like this. Oh wait, I did not have.
The largest civil rights social justice organization are called on to confront, to lead, to speak for our people. We have issues that seem to pop up on a daily basis. This has been a tumultuous period. The pandemic kept us at home, kept us eating and not exercising. But now we have to use the energy that we have built up to make the change necessary for our people to move forward. Our theme, NAACP, this is power. You are that power.
Good morning. Reverend Deere, I'm not a preacher, but yes, I love this passage that says that if I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of God's secret plans and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains, but didn't love others, I would be nothing.
All right.
The work of the NAACP is to love thy neighbor.
All right.
It is to stand in the gap when others cannot stand up for themselves. It is to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. It is to ensure that the founding of this organization stay true to equity, inclusion, and just governance. NAACP, we are here on the 113th year of our existence. An existence that have fought to ensure the promise of a social contract we call the Constitution stand up in reality to the lives and the communities and the families that we are part of. That Africans who were brought to this country but not Americans because we lack citizenships also should be included in that promise.
All right, over the next few days. Thank you, Rick.
That meeting was in the backdrop of efforts to get the House to pass comprehensive voting reform. They did their part. We walked out the meeting with the president committed to sign a bill that is on his desk. The problem we're having is not with the administration, it's with the Senate. And members in the Senate unwilling to change procedural rules to protect our constitutional voting rights, and members of the Senate who are looking into their personal interests as opposed to the interests of our democracy. So now we're in a stalemate. And that's why this midterm election becomes so much more important. because there's limitations that the administration can do as an executive power, because we need the Senate, Congress to do their job, and they have yet to do their job.
Two more.
President Johnson, what are the biggest obstacles to building wealth in Black communities?
Well, wealth creation in this country has always been tied to home equity. And when the federal home mortgage program was established, it allowed the discretion to local banks and developers to determine who would qualify for federally black mortgages. And so for decades, African Americans was locked out of building equity in their homes. And so now with the Secretary of HUD, who will be joining us on Monday, she has worked very hard to lower the bar in terms of home ownership, but we got another problem. You can't get to home ownership if you don't deal with the student loan debt crisis.
That's right.
We're looking at multiple generations now who are saddled with student loan debt that they cannot qualify for a house or quality housing stock. And so that is something that this administration can address, and we have led a campaign called Counsel student loan debt, at least $50,000.
At least.
And there are other things that can happen. So if you want to talk about closing the wealth gap, yeah, you have to address the building blocks of home ownership, and key to that for African Americans and many Americans is the issue of student loan debt that is saddled. We found 3 generations of individuals who did exactly what they were supposed to do. They went to school, they did well in school, they went to college. Because they're first generation, they had to take out debt. And they took out more debt to go to graduate school. We have teachers who are underpaid. They went back to graduate school to get another certification, so they had debt again. They had children who went to school, had to take out debt, who are now having children in school with student loan debt. And they're doing exactly what they were told to do. Go to school, work hard, get good grades, and get to the workforce. But no one told them about the problem with student loan debt during a time when schools start increasing tuition because the federal government cut taxes for rich people and increased tuition on working class people.
Clyde Hughes, frontrunner, NewJersey.com. I'm sure that you're aware that Jalen Walker had his funeral this week in Ohio. And it's been 2 years since George Floyd, but it seems like these issues continue to come up again. And particularly in Walker's case, where he was literally running away from police and he was shot 46 times. Is there a way that NAACP nationally and through its local leadership can continue to put pressure on Congress, on local officials, where these issues can be meaningfully addressed?
But once again, this is an issue why this midterm election is so important. The House did their job. They passed sweeping reform. Get to the Senate, and it is stalemated. And it's stalemated for 3 reasons. One, you have local law enforcement who don't want to see change. In this past bill, there was the Sheriff's Association who blocked it, but with the midterm elections, so we couldn't find enough senators on the Republican side with enough courage to actually pass the reform that the police unions actually supported. Thirdly, the gun industry is funding this foolishness. It is money in the gun game, and a lot of money in the gun game. And the casualty of this is not only African Americans, it is young kids in schools in Texas, it's young kids in Connecticut, it's communities that can't go to the Kroger, it's communities who go to the synagogue, it's all of us. But it's money in this process. And then thirdly, we have a movement, a conservative movement, who have promoted a false narrative of what is protected by the Constitution and what's not.
That's right.
When the Second Amendment was written, there were no AK-47s and AR-15s or whatever. There was no such thing. And so no one contemplated that this level of weaponry would be on the streets, in our schools, and creating this level of chaos. And so when you look at criminal justice reform and police reform, it's all tied to those realities that you have folks who are misreading the constitutions, you have an industry that's profiting off of it, and you have a Senate who is scared of their shadows because they're more concerned with the elections than they are keeping people safe. This midterm election, we must turn out to vote so we can change this stalemate and be able to push legislation that relate to the daily lives of all of us, to keep our community safe, to ensure our future is where it should go, and to make sure that the Constitution protect all of us and not being used by an industry that's trying to profit off our misery.
Of colored people. This morning I need you to understand, NAACP, this is power. Do we understand that? NAACP, this is power. We're welcoming you to the grand opening of the NAACP experience.
Y'all done changed clothes.
Walking different.
Y'all looking like y'all about to go represent y'all clients. I know this right.
Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it, and the consent agenda is approved. Mr. Jordan Walker, wait.
Ooh, so I'm up. I had to sneak to the room and get me a little nap in. But I'm up, I'm out. Looked like it's gonna rain or something, but I did not realize how close we were to the beach. Like literally, the only thing next to my hotel is the beach, which makes sense because most casinos are on the beach. There's a concert, not concert, but there's a festival, Caribbean festival. The largest Caribbean festival in the world is here. And it's back for the first time since COVID. But I'm going to this Nike outlet. They said the sales are good up here. You know, I'm gonna see what they got up here. Throw it up, boom. You got it, Kobe. You got it. So I have you all know that I'm in a casino right now with some law fellows, with my people, okay? And I put $15 in the slot machine, and I got what? That's $40.28. That means it's time to go. I done made my profit. It's time to go home. I done had a long day of work on that slot machine. That was like 3 slot machines I went to. That was a lot of work. Like that's she said, no, it wasn't. But, you know, I'm grateful to God. You know, 25 is going to bring many more blessings like this. And, you know, you never know. Next time I come, I might win even bigger. After a big night of winning, I can't even lie like that. I went back and spent that $40 and left with nothing. It's okay, though. You know, that's the way it was supposed to be. Anyway, it's Sunday morning, and we have our CLE, which is Continuing Legal Education panels, which we've been working on for some weeks. And the topics is like redistricting. My panel is the first one. I got to be on the call in about 20 minutes. I'm about to call the panelists and make sure they have everything they need. Panelists are like attorneys, civil rights attorneys, and people who do this stuff across the nation. My panel is redistricting 101. So once I get that out the way, I'll be relaxed. Headed to the board meeting. On our way. I think my camera is upside down. Board meeting started at 2 o'clock. It's 2:20. I think we right on time. It's not our fault. That's right. Look at Associate General Counsel leading the way. Our Uber or Lyft lost. in its natural habitat. Here with the ladies this morning. Done 2 CLE panels. Have 2 more. How many more we got?
Oh, not the jitney.
2 more. Oh, I knew it. All right, y'all. I'm on the jitney. Hey, look. That's kind of crazy. We've been waiting for these buses over here for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And here we are. And we called a lift. And now the lift here. And we knew this was going to happen.
I never thought about being no type
Wildin'
of company at
out,
all,
wow.
but it just worked out like that.
Hey man, I mean you've been killing it for this long, man.
Appreciate it, man.
That's what's up.
Laura,
Anybody else?
I started off in music, and then everybody was like, "We don't want your music."
This B Simone. Okay, look at B Simone.
So I took off on social media. I encourage any young people out there, you guys, take control of social media platforms.
I know that's right.
Instagram, whatever you do, make sure you put it on social media because there's always an audience for what you do. So I started putting my personality on social media, and my comedy videos took off. And then I auditioned for Wildin' Out, and I made the cut. I had to go through this man right here. Now Evans down at the end, y'all. So if y'all ever audition, you gotta make it through him.
And I will be reading your 113th NAACP National Convention Credentials Report as of 7/17/2022. Registered observers, 2,441. Region 1 adult delegates, 74. Region 1 adult alternates, 5. Total 79.
That's okay.
I don't know. It's a little more famous. So this morning I've been assigned with staffing the Assistant Attorney General for the Civil Rights Division, Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clark, and I'm so thrilled. I mean, a law student at Howard University School of Law, even though she didn't go to Howard, but she's over the Civil Rights Division. It's just, it's absolutely phenomenal. So I'm excited about it. Little nerves, but I'm just sucking in the moment. Like this is history. Like I don't know if I ever get this opportunity again, but I'm just so blessed and so humbled. I'm really excited. Today's gonna be a big day. To do a convention of this magnitude, there is a whole operation. Like they work a year or so ahead of time to make sure that folks have everything they need. And they have these separate offices, like IT office and the strategy office, the operations office, the communications office. It's all these printers and everything. It's a lot of information, a lot of stuff that has to get here. It's just so detailed, from the tablecloths, the tables, and the chairs, all the way up to, guest speakers and hotel rooms and a lot of logistics. Shout out to NAACP team because
I speak for people with no voice, and I try to be sure that every single person that I touch can find a way to live the American dream. I know that we did not get voting rights, and I'm just as upset about the issue. I know that we didn't get the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, and I'm just upset about an issue. I know we didn't do student debt, but it ain't over.
I know that's right.
But let me tell you what we did. We started out with $1,400 checks, $300 per month per child in a child tax credit, free COVID tests and shots, Ketanji Brown Jackson on the Supreme Court.
This short video that reminds us that it is within our power each day to lift each other up. And sometimes that just starts.
Received the 2022 Williams Robert Ming Award from this storied organization. In 1960, Dr. Martin Luther King stood inside a segregated courthouse in Alabama on trial for tax fraud, an attempt to punish him and derail his efforts during the civil rights movement.
So I am in the expo. I think Secretary Marsha Fudge is about to do pictures with folks. The line is wrapped around. You got Secretary Marsha Fudge, who was a former congresswoman in Ohio and a member of the Congressional Black Caucus. Then you have Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clark, who's over the Civil Rights Division, which I talked about earlier. Then you also have Vice President Harris, which I think she's already left. We got a chance to get a picture with her backstage. I got a chance to meet her, whatever. Enough for me. I ain't got to be, spend the night at her house to be pleased. I'm good. I was at her presence. She was right there next to me. Cool. Boom. Y'all ain't gonna believe me. That's fine. I was there. And we got a big staff picture. Who else? Of course, the president, the chairman, Derek Johnson, Leon Russell. And it's just a lot. So right now, I literally just sat down for the first time since I got up to take that picture. And that was probably like 2 hours ago. Been running around. Now we're about to head to the luncheon. I want to show you the expo. You probably seen it in some earlier videos, but nobody's in here right now. But got in. You kind of hear people because the vendors and stuff are about to get ready to set up. Tired, and it's only 12:56, right? Like, this goes all the way to midnight, and we do it all again in the morning. Where else would I rather be? I love my job.
I'd be standing here in front of this crowd today if it were not for the partnership between the NAACP and Kellogg. Through my immersion in this program as a law fellow, I was empowered with confidence. I left the national office.
I don't think y'all understand how tired I am. I really didn't even want to make this video. Like, I'm so tired I can barely talk. But I'm pushing through. Finally got Assistant Attorney General Clark in her vehicle. She's headed to the train station. Her chief of staff. Whew. It's been a long day. And I'm trying to get to the room, rest for about an hour and a half, and then headed back out for more events. Tomorrow, starting early. We doing it though. All right. Here we go. Oh, that jitney going slow. Okay. can do it all by yourself, baby girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. You know me. Call me 'cause it got me booty. I'm never done. Roll that three. What's the chance of you rolling with me? Back to the crib. Show you how I live. Let's get drunk and get what we did. I'll tell you another song. Wait a minute. It's right here. Oh, wow. Okay, listen. This that Florida. Okay. Listen, I'm not mad at it. And you were my baby. Started when we were younger. You were my boo. Hey, 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 my boo. I was just at Usher concert. Yeah, at something in the water. My boo. I wish I had gone to his watch this. You'll always be mine. Okay. Say hello.
We outside.
We outside. It's a video.
On a Monday.
This is Power, NAACP, or NAACP. NAACP. Wave at the camera, Kaylin. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. What a great day it is. Welcome and greetings to each and every one of you, and humble salutations. Today is the last day of the convention, and it's already starting a little crazy. So I got there, got me a good seat in the convention center, and I realized that I had my shades on, and normally I wear my shades until I'm inside and I'm able to put on my glasses. Got in my backpack and my glasses were not in my backpack. So I'm on my way back to the hotel. Left my backpack and stuff in the convention center, and Taylor, who is a intern in the Hollywood Bureau in Hollywood, she's watching my stuff. So I'm just, cool. Just gonna be the only hiccup today. Fingers crossed. But so glad to be here, baby. This NAACP convention, the 113th one, was live and still in session.
Continuing to push the norm of hyper-individualism and selling that as if it were liberatory when it's not.
The flip side of that is across town.
Huh? Everybody got their phone? Last day. Everybody got their swag. Everybody got their swag. I know that's right. I got my umbrella. Okay.
Answers. It's never straight line.
Hey, Steve.
Now we're watching a movie.
Lisa Coulson in case his widow.
Oh no, he's recording. Where's Love? How do you like
I want everybody to know who's sitting next to me.
No.
Hard Rock. Yeah. Good morning, Good morning. Good morning.
We got the good.
This is a nice breakfast. Listen, they must don't want me to leave. See? Oh, this is so sweet. So sweet.
They do it though, so yes.
Yep. They go Anson. They go Alexis.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good to see you.
That's all I look just like you. Good morning. That's all I look just like
That's
you.
not my son.
That's not your son?
Yes, it is.
I was just about to say, now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I prayed about that. I said, I know I ain't even.
This is my son, Anthony.
I'm Jerry.
Anthony.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Y'all look just alike, boy.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus.
All the way down. Don't you? That's what you say.
All right, I know that's what. I know that's what. That's a breakfast. Turn around, wave to the camera.
Made the issue.
Okay, y'all got with the guy with the program.